Good afternoon, folks. Yes, I'm a lot happier, Max Whitehead, coming at you right now with Vaughan Winiata right over there. Look, that's the man stroking his beard now. He's right with the rude sign.
That wasn't me.
It was rude. V for victory or Vaughan, we can't get the, there's no difference to it anyway. But look, Vaughan and I thought we would do some predictions for the future. You know, we're great bloody prophets and we're there for you. You can come to us for wise and, well, you can go to Vaughan anyway, for wise counsel and direction of the future. But let's ask Vaughan where he sees this COVID thing. When are we going to be set free? What's the maximum number of people, proportion of our population before we're going to be set free? Vaughan, what do you predict? And you've got to read the tea leaves. You've got to read what the Prime Minister and the government are doing. And quite frankly, I think it's quite easy because they do very little for planning.
It's a funny old timer and Max, because, you know, we sat on the edge of our seats over the weekend thinking we'd go into level 4. We didn't, but we sort of got warned that there's a target to be set for Friday. But Max, I get the general sense that the mainstream of the New Zealand public, our community, are wanting to learn how to live with COVID. In short, get on with their lives. And for almost the 600 days since we experienced our first lockdown, New Zealand has been trained to tune into the TV screens at 1 o'clock every day to find out pretty much how many COVID cases are running around in the community or in hospital beds. If the daily number of cases remains the benchmark by which our COVID success is measured, we've got to look at that, Max. It's time to refine that measurement, because if the daily cases are it, and it certainly feels like it, we're destined to stay in lockdown for about the next 50 years. You know, and look, I'll just add to that. The Delta strain of COVID put us into lockdown in mid-August, August 17. And since that time, we've had 2 COVID deaths. That's sad, but it also needs some context. We lose 2 people every day in New Zealand to suicide. And that doesn't put New Zealand into lockdown, and nor should it. So, yeah, it's a tough one, Max. And,
well, no, I agree with you totally, Vaughan, because the other factor is, and I think I've been bleating on about this for a while, forget the number of people that are getting COVID. I think we've got to get saturated. The whole population's going to be. Now, the key to surviving COVID, folks, is getting vaccinated. And look, the government have pumped it. The TVs are full of it. Everyone's sick of it. They're sick of us talking about COVID. But what the facts are, they're trying to help you. And those anti-vaxxers are out there thick and fast. Provided everybody, listen, Vaughan, provided everybody has got free access to getting a jab, well, then I think we should get on with it. And I think we should set a date. Hang on, just kill this.
Yeah.
We should set a date for not a number of people. Let me just start again. We should not be setting a proportion of our people. We should not be setting a number of people who's got COVID. We should be setting a date that we're set free. And those that are not vaccinated, they're going to have the virus come at them. Now, if they suffer, they will suffer. But they've had a good opportunity. Provided they've had that opportunity, let's go.
Yep. Max, I think that phone ringing, I think that's our Prime Minister trying to get a hold of you. It's been desperate to sort of glean some of the good advice you've been giving here on the show. So I'm sure
Jacinda.
that
yes, Jacinda, you want to talk to me? Yeah. Oh, no,
say hello.
Vaughan, she wants to speak to Vaughan. She said Vaughan's much more important.
Yeah. Okay. Hey, Max, small businesses sit and wait until Friday to learn, if any clarity at all, by way of a target, will put much needed meaning to the poorly named roadmap. Life as we know it is a whole bunch of beginnings and endings. And from the time we arrive on this planet to the time we leave, you know, that's a begin date and an end date. And those 2 dates, you know, that's a begin and end. So leaders of true greatness can articulate where we are today and where we want to be, the start line, the finish line, the roadmap. And it's time that we have hard discussions about what the COVID recovery strategy really looks like. I can tell you what it doesn't look like, and that is tuning into TV1 every day to find out how many cases of COVID are running around out there. The government COVID response, in its first year, world class. Second year, it's lost its way for a whole bunch of reasons. There's an old saying in politics, Max, and that is people remember your failures before they remember your successes. These are the very same people who are going to be rolling up to vote in the 2023 elections.
Well, there you go. And he's left me again for the final word. God, you're so good to me. I always get the last word. And so cheerio, folks, and we'll see you next time.
Good on you for having the last word, Max.
Oh, geez, there he goes again.